If you're a real estate or mortgage human who knows that you need to show up on camera and be confident, but you're still not quite feeling like yourself, I have got the solution for you, and it takes less than 2 minutes a day. I believe that in 2023, your success depends on one simple thing: how well your content shows people who you really are. I believe that the best way to win influence and close more transactions this year is to start sharing more videos that can make a stranger feel like they already know you. Most importantly, this video strategy can be executed if you've never made a video before, or if you're already making videos on a regular basis and posting it to social media. Do you remember the first time you watched yourself on a video? Yeah, probably not your favorite thing to do. I get it, you don't like the way that you sound, you probably don't like the way that you look. You're realizing that that's you on the camera, but it just doesn't feel or sound or look like the authentic, real you. That's what I call the ick factor. And usually the ick factor comes from a few different things. Number one, it could be trying to memorize a script, because it activates a very different part of our brain when we're memorizing something or reading it, because we talk differently than we write as well. And sometimes that can show through your facial cues, your warmth cues. And what happens when you're trying to memorize something and read it and or memorize every single bullet point in order, it shows up in your lack of eye contact. It shows up in your warmth cues draining out of your face, and it feels like it isn't the real you. You also might notice that the tone of your voice seems to be sort of monotone. And all of those things, when we watch ourselves back on camera, that recorded self, that may not align with the actual authentic you. That mismatch can happen when the person that you're watching on that video, your recorded self, isn't exactly aligning with the authentic, real you. This can typically happen if you're trying to copy and paste the personality or perspective of some other realtor that you're following in your feed. It can end up feeling forced or phony, not only for you, but also for your viewers. If you're not comfortable, you can't be confident. And if you're not perceived as confident on camera, you're likely to not be perceived as competent off camera. The goal for this particular video strategy is also to reduce your content stress. Meaning, when you know who you're talking to, you don't need a script, and you also don't need a studio. I'm in my studio office right now with professional lighting, but this strategy is only going to use your phone, because I want to eliminate those excuses that you have to have time to write a script before you can record a video, or that you have to be in a certain place at a certain time to be able to create a video for another human. It's also about eliminating the need to edit, which I know personally can feel very overwhelming and time-consuming to learn some of the tools to edit. Lastly, you have a phone and free social networks, which means you have access. You no longer need someone's phone number, an updated email, or an address to mail them something. You have the ability to connect with your community for free at scale. And now what you've all been waiting for. Just kidding, but you really have. The name of this strategy is the one-to-one video strategy. I'm gonna explain exactly how it works. Number one, you're going to use your phone only. That is part of this strategy to eliminate the excuses of having to have a studio or a specific place to prepare to create a video. You're gonna create one short, unscripted, unedited video for one specific human being. That's where the one-to-one comes in. Now, this human that you're gonna be creating this video for is somebody that you already like, know, and trust. What do I feel is a like, know, and trust? This is somebody that if you ran into them at Target, you would say hi and know their first name. So this is gonna be a past client, a current client, a referral partner, somebody that you like, know, and trust, that you are connected with on one of your social communities. What kind of message are you gonna be creating in this one-to-one video? I call it a visual Hallmark card. Imagine you're in the card section, you're in Hallmark, and there's all these different cards that you can select from. Happy birthday, happy anniversary, congratulations, thinking of you, anything that you can think of that is a kind and human message. That's the goal we are wanting, to create a message that is solely about the other human on the other side of the screen. For this example, I'm gonna go with happy birthday, because that's easy. So you picked out your person that you like, know, and trust. Now you're gonna pull out your phone and you're gonna actually go to the messaging system within that platform. If it's Instagram, it's direct message. If it's Facebook Messenger. That's another reason I love this strategy, It doesn't matter which platform you're on. You're gonna go to the messaging section, you're gonna tap new message, you're gonna find that human or type in their name, and you are going to hit the camera. Yes, you can actually create a video directly within the messaging system of any social platform. It's definitely a time saver. You're gonna tap that camera, the camera's gonna turn on, and you are ready to say your visual Hallmark card. Hey Giselle, I just wanted to wish you the very best birthday of all time. I'm thinking about you. I hope you have such a great day. That's it. Super simple. It took me a couple of seconds to do that. And one thing you might not have noticed is that I couldn't help but smile when I wished my friend happy birthday. I dare you to try saying happy birthday to someone without smiling. So what happens now is you've recorded this short video that is just only about that person. And you get a hit of dopamine because it made you feel good to make that person recognized and seen. And in turn, they got a hit of dopamine too because it was lovely to receive that kind message. Now, this is not a cheat code for you to go to Facebook and look at all the birthdays and make one video that doesn't say anyone's name and says, hey friend, happy birthday, and then send that same exact video to every single person on that list. That, my friends, is for you. Not for them. That's for you to say, got my social media checked off the list and it only took me 30 seconds. Our goal here is to create human relationships that build trust, that lead to more conversions. Now, the best part is when you rewatch that short video that you've made for that person that you like, know, and trust, you weren't thinking about how you looked or how you sounded. You were actually thinking about that human being. And this beautiful thing happens with your face. Your facial cues are showing that you're thinking about that other person. You're probably smiling and your voice might go up and down and modulate like it normally does when you talk to someone. And you start to see a more authentic and aligned version of your recorded self and the real you, which is definitely going to build your confidence and your comfort as you create more videos. Now, the reason that I want you to make sure that you are sending it through a direct message, not text, not email, is because I want this content to work harder and smarter for your future content. That's right, your future content. I want your content to be seen by the right people more often so that you can actually post less and also reduce your content stress. This strategy is not only effective in building your camera confidence, it's ultra effective at training your algorithm. Let me tell you what I mean by that. The algorithm is a computer software, and the algorithm exists on all of the social platforms, and they generally work in the same way with a few different nuances. The idea is that who you talk to matters, meaning who you talk to is going to become a data point that's going to tell the algorithm to show your content to that person more in the future. Yes. If you are wondering, did she just say that if I talk to people, it's going to influence and impact my algorithm in my favor? Yes, I did. The more that you talk to people in direct messages specifically, the more often that person will see your future content. I love text messages and emails, and there are some awesome systems that I personally use to also email videos to my clients. This particular strategy is all about the DM because I want this person to be able to see the next time you post in the feed and it has nothing to do with that particular person. Here's an example. If I send you that birthday message in a text, you're gonna open it, you're gonna say, oh, that was nice, and maybe you'll send me a thanks as a reply, and that's where it ends. You don't get a notification on your phone next week when I post something in the feed that's maybe not for you, but for the entire community on Instagram. It's not gonna let you know, hey, so-and-so just posted and you should go look at it. But when you send it in a direct message, you are absolutely telling the algorithm, I want to be seen by this particular person, and guess what? They're gonna make sure that you also see their content. It's a win-win, both way, mutually beneficial relationship so that you can create content on camera that you're gonna feel comfortable with. It's gonna feel more authentic and align you with the real you and the recorded self, and it's a nice thing to do. It feels great to do something nice for someone, they feel great receiving it, and the added benefit, they're gonna see your content more often in the feed. Now you have a strategy to help you build camera confidence using the one-to-one video strategy. And if you're wondering what the next step is, don't worry, I've got you covered. You can take my free video victory course by checking out the description below, where I walk not only through this strategy, but how to partner it with one-to-more and one-to-all video strategies within Instagram.